I got lost and I lost my home, chasing voices couldn't heal my soul. Hello, my friends. Welcome to Monday's Thought with S. O'Neill Freeman. Thank you for joining me on Monday's Thought. Thank you for liking and most of all, sharing with someone else who may need a word in such an hour as this. I am grateful to God for another opportunity to share another Monday's Thought with my friends. That's you. Thank you. This Monday's Thought is titled, When God Says Yes and the Enemy Says No. Let me say that again. When God says yes and the enemy says no. There are moments in each of our lives when God has already spoken a yes over your life. But the enemy tries to answer with a no. The enemy's goal, my friends, is to create doubt, fear, and discouragement so that you stop believing what God has already promised you. But here is the truth. The enemy does not have the authority to cancel what God has already approved. Let me say it again. I said the enemy does not have the authority to cancel what God has already approved in your life. The word reminds us in Isaiah 54:17, where he says, no weapon that is formed against you or me shall prosper. Let me say it again. No weapon formed against thee shall prosper. That's the word. But notice that the scriptures does not say this. It does not say the weapon will not form. It says it will not prosper. My friends, now that we know what the word says, stop acting so surprised when there is a delay or a pause in your moment or in your life. When you're waiting on God and you've heard from God and it seemed like it's just not happening, stop acting as if God is not a man of his word. My friends, the enemy tried to oppose. Let me say it this way. The enemy may try to oppose you, delay you, or discourage you, but he cannot defeat what God has ordained. Isaiah said it best when he said, truly I have spoken, truly I will bring it to pass. You will find that in Isaiah 46 verse 11. This is what it's stating. Isaiah is stating a fact about our God. If he spoke it, he'll bring it to pass. Is basically what he's saying. Do you believe that? In Revelation 3:8, God declares, behold, I set before thee an open door, and no man can shut it. Take this. When God opens a door, the enemy cannot close it. Doubt cannot cancel it. Opposition cannot stop it. Woo! What a word. Sometimes the enemy says no, though Well, let me say it better than this. I was going to say something else, but let me say it this way. Sometimes the enemy says no through what? Setbacks, criticism, fear, or delays. But our God's yes is greater than the enemy's resistance. So when the enemy whispers, you can't, remember that God has already said you will. Hold on to this truth, my friends. If God says yes, if God says yes, it does not matter what the enemy says. He can say no all day long, but it does not have the authority over God's word and God's promise to you. But this week, hold on to that. Hold on to it, knowing that everything gonna work out in your favor. And until next time, God bless you.